So don't say anything you don't want to be recorded for.
Fresh out there.
Jungle, jungle, my head is the jungle.
Superstar.
No, not a chance. Yo, yo. 9 people watching. Yes. Round 1 of Eliminations, Sports Compact Shootout. Who's excited? Me. Are you excited, Dan?
Always.
There you go. See, we're both excited. That is quite nice. If you haven't already looked at it, unfortunately, obviously we saw earlier Ahmed Jamshed didn't make round 1 call because he wasn't here in time. Then he come down for round 2, did a burnout, and there was lots of aluminium on the floor, so he was pushed back. So that's Ahmed out. He will not be defending his title. Dustin Carosa from the Netherlands with a 4-wheel drive Civic. He's got a bye run in round number 1. Anthony Mincher will race Scott Lurie. Ian Pepper will race Arshad Jamshed. Craig Evans will race Haider Yalal. Joey Franz from the Netherlands will be racing against Connor Edwards, but unfortunately Connor Edwards shit his diff out in Q2, so basically Joey Franz has got a bye run, but then he would have had a bye run in the next round. So Joey Franz is already down here in the semi-finals. So Joey with the 4-wheel drive Evo is basically 1 run away from 250 quid. Well worth him upgrading. Martin Dainty will race Paul Walkley, and Luke White will race Grant Moore. Again, the winner of this overall takes home 750 quid. Runner-up takes home 250. Just doing a bit of track prep. So drop something in the comments and we'll pass some time. I had a few people message me saying, where can you get the hats? They're only available at Santapod. I'm not posting these out because I haven't got boxes for them, and that's it. So if you want one, you have to be at Santapod. They're currently in Blackett Photography. You can go pick one up. Dan's nicking mine now. There you go. Love it. But yeah, other things coming up. What else have we got coming up? If you're watching this video and you didn't watch the last video, of course, Maltese schedule there. Next event coming up in Malta. We've got a Run What You Run next weekend. And then we've got the night event coming up on the 13th, 14th and 15th of July. Over in Greece at the moment, we've got a race on at Sierras. We're planning to be there in November. So we're going to come and see some of the Greek races. And with that, pass the time. Racing time.
So these are unroad legal. These are track cars.
Yeah, well, one of them is road legal. But yeah, this is heads up drag racing. Unfortunately, someone's got oil. So our shed looks like Bob is going to have a look underneath the car. He did have a drip, unfortunately, after the last event. So it's going to be a solo run for Ian Pepper. That's nice and easy for him, isn't it? Ian Pepper into the next round.
So is that in out?
That is unfortunately our shed out. So Ian can just go A to B. and he will face either Craig Evans or Haider Jalal in the next round. But the thing is, that's what happens. You never know. You've got to get down the track. Right, Lisette says, are you coming to Drachten? Unfortunately not. I have a friend's wedding. When I looked on the schedule, I was all excited because I had nothing on that weekend. And I was like, yes, I'm going to go. But unfortunately, no, I've got a wedding. I have started looking at flights to see if there was an early enough flight so I could just go out just for the Sunday. But, you know, so we'll see. What is it? It's a 3-day event, isn't it? We'll have a look. I'll have a look. I really want to go because I need to tick it off, and obviously this is going to be the last ever run at Drachten, so I really want to go. Whether I get there for the Friday and just see some action and then head home Saturday morning, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What? I love the action gloves. Exactly. Well, that wasn't the best start, was it? A little bit of oil. At least the thing is, we found the oil there on the start line, and while it was a little drop on the start line, it could have been a flood on the track.
And that's the last thing you want.
Always good to find it just before there, because obviously we've got lunch break coming up in 10 minutes' time. We don't want to do anything. No.
Not during lunch.
Definitely not. So, coming up after this, we'll get to see Scott Lurie's car. Scott Lurie will be racing against Anthony Mincher. Currently can't see his car. This is going well. See, he could be round the corner. You never know.
All the cars seem to be of the older ilk, but done up quite well. An over and a 20-year-old Corsa. Is that normally rate of play, or can we get more?
The way we look at it, I think it's the dots where the oil was dropped for each one.
Oh, there he goes, dot to dot.
Yeah, he was here. I mean, I help run the Volkswagen Drag Racing Club as well, so we'll be racing next weekend. So generally, how it works is our kind of club ethos. I mean, while we have many cars running from all years, the club relies on the 20-year-old car.
Okay.
And a lot of the cars, well, they're the cars you had when you were growing up, or cars you wanted and stuff like that. But now they're coming to the price range where it's like, that's cheap enough to pick up and turn it to a race car.
Exactly.
Whereas, like,
they're light.
your Vauxhall Novas now are way more expensive. But it might be a case that they've just had it for a long, long time.
Because they're classics as well now.
So when I started running it was Mark 1 and Mark 2 Golfs and Beetles and stuff like that. And now they're all they're older and more expensive. If you crash them, it costs you a lot more to repair, to replace. Whereas like we've got Audi TTs, Mark 4 Golfs, St. Leon's, they're all the 20-year-old car now. Pick them up for $1,000, $2,000 and make yourself a nice little race car.
I stupidly bought a Mark 1 Golf in November, and then found out a few weeks later the whole back had been crumpled in. But I didn't look, and I got it for $1,000. Something. I thought that. It was a beauty. Mark 1 Cabriolet, charcoal grey, which is great for my mother, who had a stroke about 6 years before, and I promised her that it had power steering, and it didn't. So So she obviously said, I can't drive this, sell it please. But I wanted it, so.
Well, there you go. So the man is saying, yeah. Right.
So the Auto Clip Show Shine kicking off in exactly 2 hours now over the main stage, which is on playing the tunes. Myself, the judges over there, will be going through with a fine tooth comb, finding the best cars for this year.
We've got a few more cars in there in the end, haven't we?
They have. It's packing up.
That's what we like. Well, judging began at 12 o'clock, so
Hopefully it'll be up by 3.
yeah. Okay, tractor's back into position. We'll continue on with Eliminations. So, Scott's there. Wayne is looking back, so I'm hoping that means that Anthony's going to be pulling forward. Yes, he is. There we go. We have got a pair. Good, good. Right, so Scott Lurie taking on Anthony Mincher. Both of these cars ran down into the 9s at Door Slammers a couple of months ago. Much like all of our spectators here, it is boiling hot out there and the cars are hot. They're not quite giving out the performance that they can do on other days, but it's still a heads-up race first to the finish. So, whether you want a Mark 1 Golf to win or whether you want a Corsa to win, let's find out. So 20 valve turbo from a Mark 4 Golf is in the Mark 1 Golf, and then a V6 turbo from I think it's from like an Omega is in the Corsa, then turbocharged. Right, here we go. So heads up drag racing. Scott gets the better reaction time and he is out of the hole, but Anthony is coasting. This is going to be all about Scott Lurie as he goes 108 in the 8th and rolls through to a 10.72, 136.
So after lunch, make sure we do all eyes on track for Civic and the old course there. What's in these two, mate?
Engines.
And drivers.
That's it, that's it.
Two things I always found quite important when driving a car, an engine and a driver.
Okay, so Grant Moore with the Pigeon is in the Slick Tricks Racing Lane. That is the silver grey Corsa. That has got a Saab 9.3 turbo motor in there. Consistently run down into the 10s. He's taking on Luke White with the Honda Works Civic. Again, another good 10-second car. So this will be a good race. Grant can cut a light. Here we go, both in. Green light. Calendar light reaction times for both of our drivers. At the mid-track, they're looking at each other. 103 to 108. Luke's going to get to the finish line first. 10.52 and 136. Right, next up. Paul Walkley with the R32 Turbo Caddy Van takes on Martin Dainty. Now, Paul struggled today. His best run has been a 12.43. As is Martin Dainty, really. 10.11. Regular 9-second car. Oh, well. Martin had issues. Come on, Paul. Put your foot down, Paul.
Go, Paul.
Go. Go. He's probably in the car, man. They're both struggling. Oh, Martin Dainty, red lip. Paul Walkley goes through. Well, damn. So, I was too busy looking at Martin Dainty, who basically jumped forward and then stopped. And then that was because he red lit. So,
Red lit means he went too early.
he went too early, so basically eliminated himself. So one of the quickest cards is out. That means Paul Walkley will face Luke White in the next round. They will face Joey Franz from the Netherlands in the semi-finals. Yeah, Craig Evans made the yell out. Ada cuts a light as always. Oh, he missed a shift, unfortunately. Craig drives around him. There's no way he can catch Craig. 10.42 to 147 to an 11.46. Hayder will be kicking himself. Okay, solo run for our number one qualifier, Dustin Carosa from the Netherlands. He has got a bye run. He will face Scott Lurie in the next round. And certainly not taking it easy with a bye run. At the 8th mile, doing 128. And goes through with a 9.04 and 161.
It's quick.
It is quick. It is quick. He's going to face Scott. Next up, Mitsubishi Evolution from the Netherlands, Joey France. So before he arrived here, his personal best was in the 10s. Yesterday he ran a 9.9, another 9.9. Earlier today went 9.77. Gets a green light, that's all that matters.
And that's it, qualified.
Well, I'm just hoping. I mean, he's through no matter what, so we've just got to pray that everything's okay and he just shuts it off. Because he has got a bye in the next round as well. So hopefully he'll make exit 1. The team will go and grab him and make sure they get that fixed. Bring him down for the next round no matter what. Right.
That'll do you.
That's us. 1 o'clock. Bang on. Lunchtime. Ladies and gentlemen, go forth to the traders area. Go forth to show and shine. Richie Don is spinning the wheels and steel. You've got the food area just down here with loads of catering open. If you've been on the drag strip at any point today, go to Blackett Photography and check out all the photos that he has taken today or yesterday. If you're feeling the sun burning your head, again, go to Blackett Photography where you can go and get yourself a European front-wheel drive, big old straw hat that will cover your head and protect you from the sun. We'll be back in around about half an hour's time, maybe just a little bit longer as the guys need to cool down. As you can imagine, they've been basically standing on the start line in what is a sleeping bag for 3 hours odd, so they're going to go cool themselves down. We'll be back in a short while. Right, there you go, guys and girls and anybody that's watching. Upsets. Dustin, he's through to the round. He pounded it. He's going to face Scott Lurie. Ian Pepper will face Craig Evans. Joey, who had a bye run, still put the power through. Hopefully he hasn't broke it because he's got a bye run in the next round as well. Martin Dainty is out. So you've got Paul Walkley or Luke White. So Joey has got hopefully going to fix that car, the Evolution. He's got a bye run in the next round where he'll face over Paul Walkley or Luke White in the next round. Again, just keep an eye out on European Front Wheel Drive Facebook and YouTube channel. I'll set up a pre-record so you know what time we're going to go live, because obviously it's not going to be half past 1 for the next round. Catch you in a bit.